Dear banker friends, I am going to share previous year's memory recall questions. Those were asked in CIB exam. In order to offer you maximum benefit, I have segregated all questions chapter wise. So, without wasting your precious time, let's begin with Module A, International Banking. Friends, before begin with Module A, International Banking, I would like to tell you that bank financial management paper is really very difficult, and if you want to clear it, you have to understand the concept lucidly. So we begin with question number 1. A currency exchange rate that is set today for an exchange to be made 90 days in the future is best described as a. Answer is forward exchange rate. A forward exchange rate is a currency exchange rate for an exchange to be made in the future. Forward rates are quoted for various future dates. For example, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or 1 year. Question number 2. Bank of Madurai issued an LC to Rameshwar and Company. The company, on receiving goods from the Chinese manufacturer, asked the bank not to honor the LC, as the goods are not as per pro forma invoice, which was agreed by both buyer and seller in their contract. The bank should. Answer is refuse to honor the request of Rameshwar and Company. Article 4, letter of credit by its nature is separate from the sale or other contract on which it is based, and banks are in no way concerned with or bound by such contracts. Issuing bank must discourage any attempt by the applicant to include the details of the contact pro forma, invoice, etc. as an integral part of the letter of credit. Article 5 of UCPDC 600 says that banks deal in account documents and not in goods and services. Some reasons for refusal of document acceptance. Goods not as per pro forma invoice. Obtain stay against the opening bank to honor payment of the documents due to the reason that the beneficiary has not signed the goods as per agreement. Question number 3. All ECGC policies and financial guarantees are issued on dash. Answer is risk sharing basis. All ECGC policies and financial guarantees are issued on risk sharing basis. That is, the cover provided by ECGC is not for 100% value of exports made or finance allowed by banks, but the exporter or the financing bank who takes the policy or the financial guarantee has to bear to a small part of the loss to share the loss incurred in the export or financing. The maximum cover is for 90% to 95% of the value of financed amount. Question number 4. Mr. Mohapatra, a resident of Puri in Odisha, issued a letter of credit from his bank. On receipt of LC, the exporter dispatched the consignment to Mr. Mohapatra and thereby sending all necessary documents to the issuing bank by a negotiating bank. The documents reached Delhi, where they were held due to severe cyclone Fani in the state of Odisha. The documents reached Odisha, but the operations of issuing bank were severely affected due to the cyclone and was out of operation for 10 days. Since the documents were not handed over to Mr. Mohapatra on time, he suffered major loss in the business. Mr. Mohapatra sued the bank over this delay. Answer is bank is not liable for the losses. Article 36 force majeure, a bank assumes to no liability for the consequences arising out of the interpretation of its business by acts of God, rights, civil commotions, wars, or any other causes beyond its control. A bank will not, upon resumption of its business, honor or negotiate under a credit that expired during such interruption of its business. Question number 5. The spot rate for 1 Australian dollar is 0.92685 US dollar and the 60-day forward rate is 0.93005 US dollar. Which one of the following statement is consistent with these facts? Please note, rates used are for example purposes only and should not be compared with current prevailing rates. Answer is the US dollar is trading at a forward discount with respect to the Australian dollar. The exchange rate for the Australian dollar is higher in the forward market than the spot market. The Australian dollar is therefore trading at a forward premium. From this, it follows that the US dollar is trading at a forward discount. Question number 6. What is the effect on prices of Indian imports and exports when the rupee depreciates? Answer is import prices will increase and export prices will decrease. When the Indian rupee depreciates, Indian products become cheaper to foreign consumers. A depreciated rupee acts as a subsidy to exports by decreasing their price. The opposite is true for imports. When the rupee depreciates or loses purchasing power, imports become costlier. Thus, a depreciated Indian rupee increases the prices of imported goods. Question number 7. Given a spot exchange rate for the US dollar against the pound sterling of 1.4925 and a 90-day forward rate of 1.4775, please note, rates used are for example purposes only and should not be compared with current prevailing rates. Answer is the forward pound sterling is selling at a discount against the dollar in the forward market. If the spot rate is greater than the forward rate, the currency is said to be selling at a discount in the forward market. The 1.4925 and 1.4775 are the prices on 1 British pound in US dollars on the spot and forward markets. Because the price of the British pound in US dollars is lower on the forward market than on the spot market, the pound sterling is selling at a discount in the forward market. Question number 8. Exchange fluctuation risk of ECGC. Answer is covers exchange fluctuation about 2% and up to 35% only. The cover under the exchange fluctuation risk cover scheme is available for payment schedule over a period beyond 12 months up to a maximum period of 15 years. Cover under the scheme is available for payments specified in US dollar, pound sterling, euro, Japanese yen, Swiss francs, UAE dirham, and Australian dollars. However, cover can be extended for payments specified in other convertible currencies at the discretion of the ECGC. If loss exceeds 2%, ECGC will make good the portion of loss in excess of 2% but not exceeding 35% of the reference rate. In other words, gains or losses up to 2% and beyond 35% of reference rate will be the exporter's account. Gains or losses over 2% and up to 35% will be to ECGC's account. Question number 9. Bank A issues LC dated 1/10/2018 in favor of a beneficiary in UK. The last date of shipment as per LC is 15/10/2018 and last date of negotiation 31/10/2018. The beneficiary presents documents to Bank B for negotiation on 5/10/2018 with documents evidencing shipment of goods on 30th September 2018, which sends the documents to the opening bank asking to reimburse as per LC terms. The opening bank on receipt of documents notices that the shipment was made on 30 September 2018 and the invoice was dated 2nd September 2018, while the inspection certificate, analysis certificate and packing list were dated 25 September 2018. The issuing bank on receipt of documents rejected the documents notifying discrepancy that documents were dated prior to date of credit. Answer is there is no discrepancy whatever an issuing bank should accept the documents. Article 141 documents could be dated prior to the date of LC but should not be dated after the date of presentation. Our last question. Banks may grant housing loan to non-resident Indians for acquisition of residential accommodation in India, subject to which of the following conditions? Answers are the quantum of loan, margin money, and the period of repayment shall be same as applicable for resident Indians. The loan shall be fully secured by equitable mortgage of the property proposed to be acquired and, if necessary, also by lien on the borrower's other assets in India. Repayment shall be by remittance from abroad or by debit to his NRE or FCNRB or NRO account or rental income derived from renting out the property acquired by utilization of the loan. Friends, if you wish to get more actual memory-based questions with answers, please write me in comment section. I request you to like and share my video to banking fraternity who are really aspire to crack CIB exam. Also, please do hit the bell icon and subscribe my channel to get notification of my new videos. Thank you very much.